Next on the Love You More Show.
What is it like for you growing, I wouldn't say older, but in this middle age time? Talk a little bit about like your relationship in terms of yourself and looking at yourself and what you want at this age.
Now I kind of feel like, I'm like, man, am I missing out on my life to be there for them? And am I okay with that? And I kind of feel like I might be leaning towards I'm missing out on me to give a little bit more to them.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I kind of doubt if I'm doing it right. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, dude, I still got to pay the bills.
Yeah.
Right. And I still got to, the world is still looking for you to be the worship leader. But that time is shifting. Like that time is kind of, I'm moving into something else.
Yeah.
I don't know what that something else is. Yeah.
How is Todd able to look at the responsibility of manhood and be able to also still be creative and try to find a beautiful, I wouldn't call it balance, but just making sure everything is breathed on correctly?
Well, I'm having a rough time in this little space right here. Like, just because I don't know what's next. Like, and that's been a thing that I've been kind of struggling with. It's like, God, I don't know. Like, we keep releasing sounds and worship music, but at this time right now, I've been sitting around. I said, Lord, I ain't really hearing you. I don't really know what's next. And so that balance piece, I think for me, is he's kind of forcing me to just be all family right now. The road will be there.
Yeah.
But these kids, if you don't really dig in right here, I don't want my boys to wear heels. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
come on. Did Todd grow up with a father figure? Did you grow up with your dad?
He called me and said, man, why don't you slide by, the old folks home we were at. Why don't you slide by and see me? I went by and saw him that night after I saw him, he passed. The analogy was so heavy because I felt like God told me this a long time ago. You're going to be one of my most potent weapons in the kingdom. You're gonna be that. But then, like you said, if I just burn me out, then what good am I to anybody?
Hey man, it's not often in this industry that I get an opportunity to say, man, I actually have friends. I know you say it's the inspirational gospel music format. I'll be honest with you. I used to kind of yield on the side of Drake when he said no new friends, right? Not that I didn't want new friends, but I realized as extroverted as I am, is actually how introverted I am. I can be in the room, and once my people meter goes down, baby, let me tell you something. I'm just kind of going to shade off and fade off into the sunset. But I got an opportunity to meet this gentleman some years back, maybe almost 9-10 years ago. And I was so compelled by a story because, I'm a former athlete, went to the University of Mississippi. I ran track and definitely wanted to go to the Olympics. But, if you meet me in person, you'll realize that I haven't grown since I was like 7 years old. So my legs just didn't keep growing, but I was pretty fast. But this gentleman actually took his career to the next level. He was actually a part of a major league baseball team, but God was always pricking at his heart, right? And he was able to transition from major league sports into worship. I know for some of y'all who listening right now, you're like, boy, I would have stayed right there. But how many of you all know that God wants to do exceedingly abundantly above all you can ask or even think? So some things you can think about, God wants to overdo. And I believe that he is the proof. Him and I, we actually share a birthday. He is a brother that I call in some of my darkest moments, right? Like some of the moments where I'm like, yo, I don't know what I'm going to do. Hey, I'm thinking about dating this person. Whatever that was, he's the person I call because it's just some people that you feel safe with. It's my brother from another mother, the worship leader around the world. He Beyonce in Africa. Just get that out the way. Todd Dulaney is here.
What's up, bro? What's up?
Man, I seen you in Africa on one of them things, man. Them people was like, Ali, Boombaye, Ali. I was like, that's Todd out there, Ali, Boombaye.
Yeah, man, that's me, man. It's good to see you, man.
Man, you looking good.
Yeah, I'm trying. We getting older.
You still got hair, man.
I do. I got found these little pills. Hims. Shout out to him. No.
Hey! Me and KD would just talk. KD, can I tell them about? No, don't tell them that.
What? Yeah.
Okay, cool. Man, we were talking about our testosterone levels and just going to get checked out and all that stuff.
Mine's up.
Man, mine up too. It's got to be December 20th.
Yes, sir.
It went down a little bit. I was at 923. Last time I checked, like 780. She said she want to bump me up to about 940. So I may have to start getting a little testosterone help. What is it like for you growing, I wouldn't say older, but in this middle age time? Talk a little bit about like your relationship in terms of yourself and looking at yourself and what you want at this age.
Perspective, that's the biggest thing. It's changing. And I can feel it changing. Like what was important to me before is not really that important. Like being on the road and trying to make an impact musically, that ain't really like on because my kids, I only got them for a little bit longer, I feel like, you know, so I really got to try to be there. I don't want to hear no stories when they get older, like, man, he wasn't there. The reason why somebody grabbed me because he wasn't, you know, that's important to me. And so even my oldest son, when I'm playing baseball, that's important to me to try to mold him and give him the best chance to become a millionaire when he hits 18. Right. And so now that's like, now I kind of feel like, I'm like, man, am I missing out on my life to be there for them? And am I okay with that? And I kind of feel like I might be leaning towards I'm missing out on me to give a little bit more to them. Yeah. You know? When
you said that, I thought of the scripture, and I'm, you know, you more of a pastor than me sometimes. But it's like, what greater love than a man to give up his life for his son.
And so that's exactly what's happening. Yeah. And I every once in a while I kind of doubt if I'm doing it right. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, dude, I still got to pay the bills. Yeah. Right. And I still got to, you know, the world is still looking for you to be the worship leader, but that time is shifting. Like that time is kind of, I'm moving into something else. Yeah. I don't know what that something else is. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna be up in front of people preaching or nothing. Yeah. But I know that I gotta be there for them to give them a chance to build onto the legacy. Yeah. Yeah.
Man, you know, it's so crazy. You and I, we ain't talking on the phone in a minute, but literally I'm just on the phone with my booking department, and this Pretty Willie brand is doing 2 million streams organically by itself. Like now that we own the masters again. And so now people are actually calling and like, hey, I know what he doing in ministry, but there's a way, you know, these R&B nights and 20-year anniversary and all of that. But when you say yes to one, you know, hey, he booking. So it's like, and I had to be very honest. I was like, my 22-year-old just graduated, and he's learning to navigate life as a young man. Yeah. I didn't withhold, but I've been paying everything for a long time. But I'm like, okay, now you're responsible for this. Because I want to see how he do it. And, you know, between you and me, I'm going to take that money, I'm going to invest it. And by the time he graduates with his master's, he'll be like, man, your money working for you. I'm going to show him how to do that. And then I looked at my 16-year-old who's a senior in high school, because he's a young senior. Yeah. I told them, I said, I know it's going to sound crazy for you. The money looks great. And I really enjoy being in those atmospheres, being this version. But he only gets an opportunity to be a senior once. And he lives with me full time. Yeah. There's some molding and shaping that I have to do so he can launch correctly. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm one of them guys that believe God's going to do something special with the boy. But my heart is shifted. Yeah. I think I now believe that the just shall live by faith differently, because I need to put up that number every month. Because I'm responsible for payroll. I'm responsible for, God's responsible through me through payroll, child support, that life over there, elderly parents, this, and this. And it could become overwhelming. And then I still got to show up every day and say, just in case you didn't know, with a smile. Yeah. How is Todd able to look at the responsibility of manhood and be able to also still be creative and try to find a beautiful, I wouldn't call it balance, but just making sure everything is breathed on correctly?
Well, I'm having a rough time in this little space right here. Like, just because I don't know what's next. Like, and that's been a thing that I've been kind of struggling with. Is like, God, I don't know. Like, we keep releasing sounds and worship music, but at this time right now, I've been sitting around. I said, Lord, I ain't really hearing you. I don't really know what's next. And so that balance piece, I think for me, is he's kind of forcing me to just be all family right now. And I hope that's what I'm hearing. You know what I mean? Because but while I'm over here handling this, I'm kind of feeling like, but what about this over here though? You know what I mean? Like, and then everybody probably listen like, man, I just bought the new record. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I just bought the new record. So you got to be in the middle of something, but that don't mean that. You know what I mean? Like, that don't mean that. Like, God still, he can take care of you on one side by himself, and you still be over here feeling like, I don't really know what's going on, and I don't really know what we're going to do next. So the balance for me right now is just, bro, I really got to be there for the children and for my wife and them. That's it. That is the balance right now. Yeah. And until he starts singing over me again, I really kind of ain't got nothing to say or do right now. It's what I feel. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
No, it's not. No, it's not crazy.
Okay.
I think every man who in the back, I just feel that energy like, bro, I get it.
Man.
Because it's kind of like, my dad, he wasn't no pastor, none of the old gangster. He was like, man, sometimes, that old flame, when it go down, sometimes you start desiring the old flame back. I said, what that mean? He said, son, let me be honest with you, man. You gonna go through these ebbs and flows and shit. And stop trying to stop cussing because y'all was mad at me on the comments. Because I get to going. And he said, the thing is, the one thing I just don't want you to do while you in this transition season or whatever you're going through is I don't want you to go back to them old habits that you done already said no to.
Yeah.
I said, what you mean? He said, man, look here, man. The one thing I know is if you go back to what you used to do, shit, the same thing that you ran away from it for is the same thing you gonna have to run for it twice. And it'd be hard as hell the second time. And I was like, you right. So just in this particular time, Todd, I'll be honest with you, man, I've gone crazy on the regimen of working out.
Okay.
I've gone crazy on the regimen of reading like books like crazy.
Yeah.
Like I've turned into like this bookworm because I feel like I'm preparing for something that is going to require that. So my prayer life has become, okay, God, I don't know exactly what you're doing. I posted on my Instagram today. I was like, I feel like something about to pop.
Mm-hmm.
But in the meantime, I'm getting my body ready. I'm checking my habits at the door.
Yeah.
I'm deleting people who I don't. I'm like, one season, not this season.
Yeah.
Hurting people's feelings,
Yeah.
being okay with my no. And I'm in the same season of, okay, God, I know I got to take care of this, but you got to take care of me.
Yeah.
But I think I'm actively preparing education-wise and team-wise. Like I'm stretching myself.
Yeah.
The team got white people in here now.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I looked over there and I was with my agent and all these other people, I had to be honest with them. They laughed on the conference call. I was like, they was like, why you looking like that? I said, can I be honest with y'all? Or y'all want me to be corporately correct? They was like, no,
white,
be honest, you're funny.
White.
I said, man, listen, I ain't never had this many white people in my life ever.
Yeah.
Except when I was in foster care.
Yeah.
I seen the white people when I was a baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they started laughing. I said, don't trust none of y'all either.
Oh my God. What?
Because my daddy told me I can't trust you. But listen, if you do what you say you're going to do, we going to earn some trust from old Willie. Everybody laughed and it was a genuine moment. But I just think that we're both preparing for something. This is your interview, but I just thought that I would share what I'm doing in this season of question mark.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. No, it really is. It's been something for me, man. I've been sitting still and I don't even know if I'm coaching. Yeah. Right. So I'm coaching baseball. But at the same time, I even know that that's coming to an end. He's getting ready to go to high school. And then I'll be moving on to the next son that's playing football. My daughter wants to play volleyball. So I don't know. I'm like, it's not enough for me to go around to do it all simultaneously.
Yeah.
So my mind, I think, is kind of telling me, Brad, the road will be there.
Yeah.
But these kids, if you don't really dig in right here, I don't want my boys to wear heels. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
come on, facts.
I don't.
No, I gotta be
that's
here.
a thing for me. So like,
and that's okay,
man. I be feeling like if I'm not there, I'm gonna be real. Like when I'm out on the road with my older son for the baseball tournaments, I got another son that's at home, and he's at home with his grandma and his 3 sisters. I call home. I'm just talking to you. I just want to hear you, what you sound like. Because if I start hearing you sound less than masculine, I'm gonna have. I got to come up off this road right away.
Yeah, let me holler at you.
Yeah, because I know you around a bunch of women all the time, and I don't want you to start mimicking what you around all the time.
Yeah.
So these are the things that really play in my mind that I have to be. And I know people gonna probably be like, well, you know what? If he wasn't when he came out the womb, he ain't gonna. I believe I can shape him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm around him and I'm his model and I'm what he has to look up to, I believe he's gonna be a good masculine young brother.
Man, that's so real. The power of father is so dope. It's been said, and of course, I ain't trying to get nobody to turn away from their good thing, but they did a study and it showed that a child, specifically a boy who grows up with his mother and father, he has a certain level of security that we celebrate. But if anything breaks up and the mother and the father do not make it, a boy who grows up exclusively with his father turns out just as good or better than the child who grew up in a solid mother and father home.
Yeah.
And so I realized that the bigger trick of the enemy is to mute the voice of the man, to make sure that his voice ain't in there, because the attack ain't even on the man or the woman. It's like, I got to get this little seed because he's 10 times more powerful than this guy. Right. And if he don't learn, hell, then it's all good. I can get him. I can move however I want to move, but not on my watch.
Yeah, I pulled up at the house when we was coming home the other day, and Tyler, he was rollerblading, you know what I'm saying, with his sisters and everything. You know, I pulled up and I said, so I don't even know what I said. My wife was like, leave him alone. Like that, you know. I mean, you know, I just want to make sure that, you know, you rollerblading like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, what y'all doing? You know what I mean? Like, so I pull up, I jump out the car. I just want to see what kind of rollerblading y'all doing out here. And you know, he was happy to see Daddy there, man. Happy. I was like, okay, good, good, we good.
What?
I didn't see you. Are you rollerblading like this? Or you rollerblading like this? Right? How you rollerblading now?
Todd is going to watch over his garden at all costs.
Man, yeah. Until they get to the age where they can handle it themselves. Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna teach it to you.
Yeah. Hey, sorry to interrupt this amazing episode because I know you're feeling it on the right side of your sha-na-na. Come on, somebody. But listen, I need you to do me a favor. We're on our way to 300,000 subscribers, and I need to get there a little quicker. And the only way I can get there is if you press subscribe. If you don't press subscribe already, tell somebody else to do it. I don't know why I try to be tough right there when I laugh all the time, but please subscribe quickly. Back to the show. Flat out.
The way we do everything.
You know, serious moment, just being real with you. I remember, like, I was at that 7 to 8 year old age, and that's why I just love Princeton so much. Everybody knows that I love all my children, but I protect my little baby so much more because they're not as vocal as the grown ones. But I remember at 7 to 8 years old having to be babysit by a neighbor, and I was touched as a child, and that's nothing that I ever shared with my parents, and because you just kind of embarrassed, you feel like it's your fault. And it was like, I think I carried the weight of what I had to carry until I got free from it. You know, that was the reason why, you know, I was very promiscuous with women. That was why I was very sexually active throughout, you know, my high school, my college tenure. High school, I was kind of cool. I was trying to get up out the hood, I was disciplined, we gotta get a full ride scholarship to a D1 school. I gotta get out the hood, you know, that type of thing. But I started to look at my patterns, and I realized through therapy and through Jesus that, man, that was something on the inside of me that I wanted to make sure never happened to my children. Have you identified anything on the inside of you that you had to endure as a child that you like, wait a minute, that'll never happen to my children?
I would say the way we were brought up in public schools, grammar school, like it was a lot of fighting, a lot of like after school, circling up around you, people pushing you in there to get the fight cracking. Yeah. So I found some trauma in that for me, where it was like, I started preparing my kids like they was going to World War. Yeah. I'm like, this is what you do. Yeah. Somebody tell you that, hey, it's you and me after school. No, don't wait till after school. Walk right over there in the class and I'm going to be okay with, you know, stuff like just dumb stuff. I was doing too much. Yeah. It was just too much hand-to-hand combat training that I was putting on my boys and my daughters. Yeah. And everybody was like, but it's good though. Nah, it was trauma. Like it was trauma-based. Yeah. And my son told me one time, he said, Dad, it's been a fight at the school once in 3 years since I've been. I was like, so I'm messed up then. Yeah. That let me know at that moment, I said, where I was raised, that wasn't normal. That we was every day. I'm talking about, I remember two of my homies fighting for about, they had to been fighting for about 30 minutes on and off, all the way down the block, and the whole crowd was following them. This after school, to the point that they picked up bricks. They was, you know what I'm saying? We was shorties. Yeah. But it was like, that was like the thing. So I'm confused that when I look at my son's upbringing and my daughters, and they say they don't have a fight in their school for years. Yeah. I said, man, so what have I prepared you guys for? Yeah. And where did that come from? Yeah. That let me know that maybe our culture is messed up.
Yeah.
We might be messed up that we growing up in a situation where we feeling like, man, I gotta know how to do this.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it builds us. It makes us who we are. That, and it's a part that I feel like I can't really get to my son. Yeah. It's like that dog that I be needing to look.
They not gonna have it.
They ain't gonna have it.
Oh no. Not
and I be wanting them to have a little bit of it. It's like, I'm like, man, I want you to have something. Yeah. This thing on the inside that's just like, hey, I'll take this if I gotta. Yeah. He ain't got that. Yeah. They so kind.
Oh man, I had the kindest children. You said,
yeah.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's all good. I deal with that, but I'm like, I'm kind of Jay-Z. Don't beat me up online for that. You ain't Hove did that, so you ain't got to go through that. So I'm literally trying to say, okay, cool. With the foundation that he has, it doesn't mean that he doesn't have a dog. It just means he ain't got the type of dog that I have to get out. So for them, when I'm listening to them and they talk about their problems, in my head, I'd be like, oh man, just run the play. And then the Lord be like, but in they world, like it's like a virtual world. So you got to be able to hop in and do, like, okay, let me show some concern to that so he can keep bringing it to me. Yeah. Like, so as a parent now, I really have this beautiful poker face. Yeah. So when they're telling me what's going on, I may have solution, but I just lead with a whole lot of questions. So then what did you think? So you thought that it'd be, okay, cool. So how did it turn out? And they just keep on going and going and going. And so I'm leading them and teaching them how to get the dog in a different way. I'm like, so why didn't you just get up and go after it? Yeah. Oh, because I thought this, and that. So why did you think that? Yeah. And they're like, well, I thought it because of this, and this. And so if you thought that, then why didn't you boom, boom, boom? And they're like, okay, cool. And I'm leading them to the water. Okay. Because the one thing that we didn't have in our household was a man who was willing to communicate effectively.
No, because they sent me back out there to fight.
Yeah, so that's dad. Right. Who popped you upside the head? Yeah, you better. Shit, if you don't go out there and pop him, they're going to be popping every time you walk outside.
So I tried to mimic that. Yeah. I tried to tell him, hey man, don't come back here. I pulled in one night. I pulled in from being on the road. My wife was telling me, the little boy that has been causing problems for Todd at school, he over at the park around the corner. Now my house is full. They having some type of get together. My wife was having a get together, family there.
Oh God.
Yeah. So I come home. I didn't even go in the house. I call, send him outside. He gets in the car. I said, take your shirt off. He takes his shirt off. We riding in my truck. We riding in the truck. My son in the passenger seat with his shirt off. I said, hey, when we go over here, just go right over to the kid. I said, just go to work. I said, you don't stop until somebody gets you up off of him. I said, I'm gonna be out there with you. Ain't nobody gonna jump in. We gonna. I done lost it, man. I done lost it because we pull up out there. The little kid was gone. I come back home. He come back in the house. He got his shirt off. The whole family there. My wife like, why he ain't got his shirt on? I said, I ain't want the little boy to be able to grab nothing. I just wanted him, But I mean, so when you ask me about the trauma, brother, that's trauma. That's trauma. That's, and I realized it. Now, I realized that, hey, Todd, this that ain't normal, bro. And I'm working through that. Yeah. Seriously, I really am working through. Like, bro, there are ways to talk through everything. Yeah. Honestly, now that I'm real, and you know what? Another place where I'm really learning it is coaching these baseball.
Oh yeah,
because they be yelling, the umpires be yelling, other coaches be talking crazy. I would always be like, wait.
We don't talk to each other like. Wow. Did you mean that?
What,
bro? Even in business, when it's a guy right now, and you know who you are. You know who you are. And if you see this episode, baby, when we see each other, we got to talk. Woo. You know who you are because I sent you an email and a text message that you didn't respond to. I don't even get that in negotiation. It's just certain levels you don't go to. But I know now that I'm doing some bigger business, I'm like, oh, man, anything's fair in negotiations. I'm like, not that. Not to me. Right. Not from where I'm from.
So I had to learn. They talk, they talk loud. Yeah. They will yell at you. They will insult you.
I'm like,
we're definitely at fighting level for me.
Yeah.
But then I learned. I said, okay, so we're not.
We're not.
We are competing at a very high level and it's getting verbal.
Yeah.
That's where I'm really learning that it doesn't have to be physical. You can really, and plus I don't want to embarrass myself. out there. I don't want to embarrass my son. I don't want to embarrass his teammates. And so I'm really learning, Willie, and it's been a blessing because I think I'm better now. Like,
learning how to deal with it.
When stuff be going down out there on the field, you know what I'm saying? My wife be probably more emotional than me. And that's what takes it to another level.
So good.
Because the parents be up there, they be going at it.
Yeah.
This baseball stuff is something else. Like, they be up there, if the other team get to winning, boy, they chirping. And then if we win at the end, you know, my wife, she like me. Oh yeah, all that y'all was talking earlier. Hold on, chill. Don't do that.
Because if somebody say something to you, now you got me in. You got me in a compromise.
What happened to all that y'all was saying earlier? I said, no, baby, we can't do that out here. We can't do that. Let them go on to the parking lot. Go on.
Y'all in the baseball.
Yes, kicking it off.
I'm not gonna put no cameras on. Y'all finna say, man, I want to put cameras on. I'm not gonna do that.
Ooh, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
That'd be a good show.
Yes, it would.
It'd be a good show.
You have to bleep them. You have to bleep me. You have to bleep me now. If people be like, I cannot let my kid play for him.
You better get up here. Oh, y'all winning though?
Oh yeah, they 59, 12, and 2.
Sheesh.
So they
got a lot of games.
Look, this is the most I've ever seen young kids play. But I love it.
Yeah.
So the way it's set up is if, you know, they go to a tournament, if they win, they play more games. Obviously, people be getting eliminated early.
Yes, but they winning.
They've been winning. So they've won 4 tournaments in a row, then lost this past weekend in Detroit.
Okay.
And the boys, they was talking crazy too. I mean, it's a whole culture.
Yeah.
And I really, really enjoy it. But what I love most is that I'm learning how to relax.
Yeah.
Even in the game, because I used to go off on them. Just the littlest things. I got some, I done got them like militant.
Yeah.
That's how good they are.
Yeah.
But I've learned how to just sit, watch the game, enjoy it until I need to interject myself.
So how did Todd grow up with a father figure? Did you grow up with your dad?
My dad was there my whole life. Thank God, I love him. Man, I mean it. Like, you know, he passed away.
Yeah. How old were you then?
That was now 8 yeyears ago.
Okay, grown man.
Yeah, on the first of the year, I was coming back home. It's crazy. He called me and said, man, why don't you slide by, you know, the old folks home we were at. Why don't you slide by and see me? I went by and saw him that night after I saw him, he passed. Like, a lot of people was like, man, he was waiting to see you, you know? So
that's awesome.
He was always there. That played a role in me fighting to stay in my home no matter what. Like, I saw him and my mom going through stuff heavy, but he stayed. And I don't know if he felt like it was worth it back then, but man, he set the standard for me wanting to be in my family, like no matter what.
Yeah,
because I know what it did for me. All of the success that everybody is seeing right now is because he stayed. All of the music, the ministry, it literally was because he gave me some type of stick-to-itiveness that I never would have had I saw him walk away. I'd have been like, oh, okay, well, it's cool to do this. I can opt out of this. But he got something, he put something on the inside of me, and I never was able to even tell him this because I was on him so bad as a kid. I was on my father because him and my mom would be into it, and I would just be like, Dad, why don't you chill out on Mom a little bit? That's how I felt until I got my own family. And then I was like, and he was gone. And I wish I could have told him, hey, I understand now. I get it now. Like, I understand why there's disagreements between husband and wife, why y'all don't always see eye to eye. Y'all trying to get it right. And I didn't understand as a kid. I thought it was you because Mom was the weaker vessel, and it always looked like, hey, man, you coming against my mama. And I was so protective of her. But then as I got a hold of, man, you know what I'm saying? Daddy, I apologize. Yeah, I apologize. My old man said something one time, they was arguing, man. This is crazy. Because I was a kid. He should have said this in front of me. But he said, hey, ask your mama when the last time we had sex. I said, Dad, I ain't asking nobody nothing.
I'm not going to ask
you. Yeah, because I don't even, my mind has blocked that part of y'all out completely. I don't even think y'all do that in real life, right?
Right.
And he said, no, ask her. It's been this long, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I had no clue about the strain of that. You know what I'm saying? And then you get old and get your own. And I said, I recalled the timeline that he said. I said, man, if we wasn't doing it that long, then I'm leaving. I've been gone.
Yeah.
I'd have been gone based off what he said.
Yeah.
So all of that anyway to say, yeah, he was in my life and he gave me a blueprint of what it was like to really build something. And I think everything that God has allowed me to build as a family and even as a business is because of him.
Yeah. What was his profession?
He was a postal worker, 27 years.
Oh, yeah. It's Missouri, St. Louis. I mean, Missouri and Illinois.
Yeah, postal work.
Let me tell y'all, to those of y'all don't know, if you get a good post office job, man, you don't leave that job. You stay there and you retire. You got benefits. This is the conversation in the Midwest. You know he working at that post office. Like that, in those times, it's like when a person say, yeah, man, he owned his own business. He an entrepreneur. He's 7-figure earner.
Yeah.
Every woman wanted this guy.
Yeah.
He worked at the post office.
Yep.
And he got them good benefits. Check come 2 times a month.
Yes.
Girl, you better stay in that marriage.
Yeah.
That man is secure. What gave you the entrepreneurial bug?
I think baseball was the beginning of it, right? So playing professional baseball, you become your own brand and business right away. You know, once you sign that contract, it's your name on the line and you become a part of an organization, but it is all about the individual athlete. So I began to learn at that moment, like, okay, what's going to advance Todd Dulaney? I have to find ways to let other teams know that I'm available if this don't work out with the Mets, things of that nature.
The Mets.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So I was with the Mets. And once I realized that, hey, building your own brand, even though you're part of a major corporation, is a thing that you need to do.
Yeah.
I took that over into music ministry and said, okay, we're going to continue to build this Todd Dulaney brand, all while we spread the gospel. And then after that, I realized that if the brand is built, no matter what it's built for, I can utilize it to monetize it and bring in revenue for my house.
Got it.
And so that's kind of how I got the entrepreneurial bug because I just said, hey, the brand is built to do anything. It ain't just built just to be on stage and lead worship. If I build it properly, if people are rocking with you, they gonna support what you doing. You know what I mean? Like, hey, he ain't singing a worship song, but he just sold a baseball bat that, you know what I'm saying, he used to play in the Mets, and we're gonna get that bat for our children. You know what I'm saying? They kind of move with you, and I realized that at a young age, and now I take that brand and I make sure that I don't abuse it or misuse it so that we always have income in my house.
When's the last time you taken a break?
Ooh, that's a good question. I ain't took one. I don't know. I guess baseball would be the break-ish, right? I think on this side of music, everybody that works with me would probably be like, oh, he on a break right now because we ready for him to get back out on this road and start singing. Because
what does a break look like for you, though?
A break for me is, hey, Willie, on an island somewhere for a couple weeks. Couple weeks, then back home supporting the kids without having to do any music ministry.
Got it.
That's a break for me because I can just enjoy that. I haven't had that. Yeah, it's always been something.
What do you think? What do you think would stop you from doing it?
I would say the money, of course.
Financial
responsibilities. I think I got enough to sit for a year. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I always think about the future. I got 5 kids.
Yeah.
Right? So I be thinking about their college and like, you know, things of that nature. So I'm like, yeah, I could sit still for a year, but then what about the future?
Yeah.
And so I think that's what makes me keep going.
And you know what's so beautiful about that is because I'm not probing you because I actually need the answer.
No, man.
Because I was sitting down with one of my brothers in Tulsa 3 weeks ago. And he know me. We've been together for 15 years, 14 years.
Yeah.
And he said, you're injured.
Ooh.
But you're still playing.
Yeah.
But nobody knows you're injured.
Yeah.
Because you're such a great player. A hamstring injury for a blue chip player, for a franchise player, he just gonna hit the shot, boom, boom, boom. He gonna get through the season. He might not ever heal, but he gonna keep on going.
Man.
And then slowly he declines, and the longevity of his life might not be as good in the sport, but he's gonna have a really great run.
Yeah.
He said, but for a franchise player who knows that he's a franchise player, he'll go in and say, I need to take this season off. And because of his track record of being a franchise player, they know with him healthy that they could probably win a championship when he comes back healthy. He said the question becomes, are you the franchise player who is going to play with the hurt hamstring?
That's a massive analogy.
Or are you going to be the franchise player to know I'm a franchise player, that you can't fire me, you can't get rid of me because there are no other me's?
Yep.
And that's not cocky. That's just, I know what I bring to the table. If I sit down, when I come back healthy, boy, I'm going to tear this thing up. You already know what it is. And I was like, I want to be number 2. I do, because I know that's what's necessary. But the question becomes, who going to take care of this $30,000+ a month that I pay in overhead?
Yes.
Who going to do that for it? Who going to take care of I had to go to KD the other day. I'm like, the invoice is coming tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Who going to take care of the minutia of what this business look like? Because these people depend on me.
Yeah.
And to somebody on the side of the camera, you're like, oh man, you can do that with your eyes closed because you make millions of dollars every month. And that's fine. But to other people, you probably like, oh, that's a lot. But the thing is, I said, I don't know who would do that. And he looked me right in the eyes. And the reason why I didn't try to play wonderful and just tell you what he told me, because I told him that if I ever encounter something like this, I would tell the person that and give you the credit for it. He said, is that not what we preach about in faith? He said, it'd be different if you were just a CEO.
Yeah.
But you are a carrier of the gospel.
Yeah.
Is this not what we preach to people, that we don't worry? We believe that God, he said, I believe.
Yeah.
And I'm ministering to you and this coming from somebody else, because you my dog, I could have did it on the phone.
Yeah.
I could have called you and told you this part, but it's just kind of flowing. He said, I'm gonna be honest with you. He said, I need you to go get a 5-day intensive therapy session out in a certain area where I go. And I want you to do that. And I want you to just take, even if you can't even do 2 months, I just need you to take 30 days off and just get healthier. He said, because the only thing that's saving your health and your life is your regimen and your discipline.
Right.
And I was like, he said, you're the most disciplined person I've ever seen. You know how to stop stuff. You're going to wake up at the same. You're going to do that and do that. And to the world, that is so applaud worthy.
Yeah.
He said, it's just unfortunate for your purpose is killing it.
Come on.
Now it's like, and I'm going to be honest, y'all excuse me, in front of pastor and bishop, I said, shit.
Yeah.
I mean what I said. Y'all beat that out, Jaquan, because they don't like when I cuss, but I still cuss.
Yeah.
Because I was so shocked, because it's like he read my mail. Because every moment of my day is taking.
Yeah.
And then we went in worship, and Holy Spirit says, you've been running from you. You would rather build than to look at you.
Yeah.
And so just for the last 4 weeks, I've been sleeping in sometimes, and it feels so uncomfortable because I'm up at 5:30.
Right.
I'll be like, okay, I'm going to pray, and then I'll be like, I'm going to go to sleep.
I don't know how to do that.
I don't know how to rest. And then if the kids ain't there, and I know not to her, because I know I'm the aggressor, I'll be like, no, I can get them. I'll just get them. Like, I just get, because I want them there.
Yeah.
And it is less for them. It's for me.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I gotta have somebody around me. And just for these last 3, I just spent my first Saturday eating alone. And Lord knows I don't know when. And I felt so weird. I didn't get on the phone. I didn't watch no movie. I just sat around. And then shout out to the people who was in the restaurant. I was like, Willie Mo, what's up?
Yeah.
I was like, don't do this. I'm already uncomfortable and I'm by myself. I was like, hi, but just let me sit. And I'm just learning, bro, how to, like, okay, I just got to learn how to be. I got to learn how to face me.
Yeah.
And then here go the thing, just in this day, bro, God was starting to show me, it wasn't business ideas. He was showing me like how hard I was making it for myself.
Bro, you ministering to me in a heavy, heavy way. Like, cause I'm literally, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to stop.
And I'm learning.
Bro, I got my son, I gotta hit with him every day. Who gonna do it? Who's gonna do it if I decide to take this? And I'm saying who? I know I got some people that know baseball. They could grab him and be like, man, I got him for 2 weeks. But I'll be like, but I kind of molded this from when he was a kid.
Yeah.
I know exactly how to get him right back on track if he ever get off track. And I just be kind of feel like it's got to be me. So my whole, like, you ministering, man, because I need a break.
Yeah.
I do. But I don't know how to. I'm like, how you gonna quit? You got to take care of everybody. So.
I'm in the same boat on a different stream. And I think these kind, and I didn't know we were gonna go here. I was going somewhere else. I don't know. I had something in my head. But I think just one step at a time would be good. Like I instead of Saturday finding something to do, because I just go fly out. And I realized I don't even enjoy my mortgage. I'm like, I'm finna sit in this house and enjoy this mortgage that's paid. I don't enjoy nothing. And I'm like, okay. So I sat in the house and I cleaned it up and I made it smell real good. And I was like, it feel like, okay. Yeah. And I started to look and I bought a plant. Y'all don't laugh at me. I bought a peace plant, a real live plant.
That you can take care of.
And I was like, okay, well, and I was like, okay, this wasn't like no disrespect to normal people, but like, I don't know what if I'm not achieving and living through accomplishment,
me too.
I'm like, it ain't nothing to do.
Me too.
I'm not a human being. I'm a human doer. And this is weird to try to be a being when all I've ever done is accomplish.
Yeah, no, you done stumbled upon something for me because I know that I know I don't know how to sit still. And I wouldn't even hardly know where to start. Yeah, island, I would be there. I'd probably be tired of that in 3 days. But I'm like, all right, we gotta get back to doing. Yeah. Should I come back home and be back at it? Yeah. I miss it too much. Like, so, but you're right though. And then the whole analogy that you used about the hamstring and everything, man, I know I'm a franchise guy.
Yeah. I worked through the hamstring.
Yeah, but I know that I am a franchise guy. The analogy was so heavy because I felt like God told me this a long time ago. You're going to be one of my most potent weapons in the kingdom. You're gonna be that. But then, like you said, if I just burn me out, then what good am I to anybody? If I just keep going, keep working with Todd, keep singing, keep traveling, keep doing. Yeah. And that's what's happening. Yeah. It's happening right now, man. So you hit it right on the head. But the key is, what do I do? Can I really take the time off needed to heal?
And I think that's going to take faith. And I think that's going to take prep. I think it's going to take being just as strategic with song as you are, just as strategic as you are with song with your life. You are a visionary. Mm-hmm. You see things. You've made hard decisions. How do we not keep swinging a bat and just go, God told me this? You know why? Because it wasn't so much responsibility. Yeah. And it really sucks. I'm just going to tell God this publicly. I don't know why you just didn't say, the just shall use faith one time and be good for the rest of thy life. Yeah. I just wish I could switch that part up. And why would you say just shall live by faith? Like, come on. Don't you see what I'm carrying? Right. The responsibility. And then once again, he uses burnout and pain to propel us back into faith. Yeah. But what I'm learning to do, and I'll be very honest with you, as humble as possible, I have literally taken the last week to write about every time that I was in the worst fire of my life. And I just wrote down like how he started strategically putting it together. When I lived in the basement of my mother-in-law's home, when I had $1,500 to my name. And then I was like, where you want me to go? Where you want me to go? He's like, go to Atlanta. I'm like, well, I don't have the money to go to Atlanta. He's like, well, you got the car. And when I got here, the house wasn't ready, but Canton had a room. And then I'd stay with Canton. And I stay in an apartment. And then I hired this little guy named Kime for $50 a week. You know what I mean? Like, I just need some help. And I'm trying to figure things out. And then when I look back, then he sends radio. Yeah. I ain't never had no job. Mm-hmm. And then it happens. And I just watched that. And so what I'm doing, because I don't have solution for you, but I'm just giving what I'm doing. I'm writing down and preparing myself for the next faith move by exploring and investigating the last time he put me in a situation. The only thing is, it's like compound interest and stuff I'm responsible for. Come on. Like, it was easier because it's me, Patricia, Peyton, and then Ebony had Khalil. That was like, now it's like staff, people, responsibility, name, legacy, changing seascape.
Come on, man.
They could love everybody. They could love somebody else tomorrow and forget about me. And I'm just like, nah, I'm at least, I got to go to work.
Gotta go. I gotta make the money.
This episode number 7 today because I got to go to work. I got to work.
Yeah.
I got to take care of these kids. But what if God is saying to both of us,
I think so, and we got the same birthday, talking the same.
right?
I really do, man.
Same anger issues. Come on, pray for us. Praise the Lord.
We do.
Praise the Lord.
I really believe you, though, man. I believe that what you saying right now is God for me.
Yeah.
It's for me, man. But I just don't know how. I'm like, Lord, show me how to sit down. I don't need to keep moving.
Yeah.
Like, I just released a new record. I could just let that record work and sit down somewhere until it's time for me to record again. Like, really, until he says, go record again.
Yeah.
You know, I've watched people do that. Like, when I was coming up and I was watching, like, my favorite artists, and you remember how you would be like, man, why they ain't came out with nothing in a long time? I get it now.
Right.
I understand. It's like, I need to just sit down.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. I think I've been coming out with a record every year for the past, I don't know. I just ain't stopped.
Yeah.
I want to stop for a second.
Yeah. So the new record is available right now. You know, he just grabbed a Bible and started singing.
Just start singing, man.
And I think we on Psalm 93 now.
we running through it. I'm gonna get to that Song of Solomon. We're gonna start singing about them breasts.
Come on, I can't wait to that because I want to feature.
You
I need a feature on that one. Oh, it's time to go. They put 5 up on me.
Yeah.
That was what that light was for, like the comedy club. You know I've been out there doing comedy with George Wallace.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's been so fun.
It's been fun. That's why you cussing now.
Hey, no, let me tell you, you can't help it. You can't help it. But I'm learning to be better.
My brother ain't used to cuss like that with.
No, let me tell you what happened. So this is what happened. When I go in them comedy clubs.
Brother, I be out there in the baseball field too. I'll be like,
I'm praying.
Forgive me.
I said, listen. I said, how many of y'all in here, because it's a new audience, George Wallace's audience, white and black. I said, how many of y'all know Willie Moore Jr.? It may be like 8 people in there. I'd be like, put your phone down. We cussing tonight.
Yeah.
And I go right on in. And we have fun. And I'm doing better because I heard my bishop told me, he said, you are expanding more than your finances can show you. Hey, quick question. Do you have a brand that you think will fit perfectly on this show? You know how like when YouTube put these commercials up and stuff and you think to yourself, wow, that's something that's cool. Seems like the algorithm is stalking you. What if your brand could actually help provide a service for people who are watching this show? Would that be beneficial to you? If so, make sure that you hit this email, info@loveyoumore.com. We'll just put it right there, Shaquan. Make sure you hit this email real quick and tell me a little bit more about your business. We're looking to partner with about 10 businesses, and preferably you'll get the opportunity to be living right here on one of the most engaged shows on the internet. Hit that email. Back to the show. Flat out. And if you only predicate expansions based on your numbers in your bank account, you will mishandle the expansion. I don't know what that means for you, but I would probably watch my words. Yeah. I was like, damn it. You know, beep that out. But no, I'm just saying, like, I was like, okay, cool. And just maybe, when you're looking at numbers, you don't realize how much resource that's available for you.
Yeah, no, you're right. I know that too. Yeah. I know it.
Yeah.
And I think after this, I think I'm going to lean into it. Like, I know I have to.
Man, let's do it together, bro.
I'm a franchise guy.
I'm a franchise.
I know.
I'm a franchise guy.
I am not just a run-of-the-mill guy. And I know God got 10, 15 more years of solid use before he allowed me to be like, all right, go ahead and rest now. Sit down.
Yeah.
So I want to be potent for the next 10 at least.
Yes.
Potent. And I know lately I just been hanging on by a thread. So I'm with you. I'll lean in.
I'm going to lean in too.
Yeah.
Indeed. Family, listen, make sure that you support the new music, Psalm 93, because he just pick up y'all know Todd, he'll pick up a Bible and then the Lord will hit him. And I sit on the side of the stage and be like you have my friend, and then you got when God say, oh, you want to play with me today? And then he used Todd and just throw him all around the world. And if you go to Africa with him, it's nuts because he's like Beyonce and Usher over there. But I'm so grateful for you, man.
Thank you, brother.
Make sure you support his ministry. And of course, you'll be hearing him on radio. We're going to be bragging about this song, which is probably going to go number 1. And y'all hold us accountable too. Can you make sure that Todd and I rest? Because we can make it look good with our gifts, but gifts work with our repentance. And it seems like gifts work with our rest too. And so I want to make sure that we rest.
That's good.
And love ourselves more. Flat out. God bless y'all. Subscribe to the channel.
Love you more. Love you more.